All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I decided to record this practice so you have it at any point in time where you need a moment just to connect back to yourself. Whenever you are not able to get into an in-person yoga class, this should act as an alternative or a substitute for you. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. You're gonna go ahead and ground into your feet, hips width distance apart. Go ahead and soften through the arches in your feet, ground into all four corners. Give your toes a little bit of a wiggle. Keeping that heavy bend into your knees, stack your hips over top of your ankles. Begin to find some stability and some steadiness in your lower body. Just connecting, just being here and present right now. And then go ahead and take a moment to stack your shoulders over top of your hips. Maybe you take a shoulder shrug just to begin to release some of the tension in your upper body. Find some length in your spine, reaching the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Really allowing yourself to be present in this moment here and now. Maybe your arms are just hanging by your side. Again, wiggle them out for a second. Just become present. Let it be as loose and as flowy as you possibly can. Let go of anything that has kept you tight up until this moment. And then maybe you choose to open up your palms facing forward in mountain pose. And as you are scanning your body, notice if there are any places where your energy feels a little bit kinked. That place where your energy is blocked, where there isn't a constant flow. It might be moving, but not as much movement as what you desire, which in turn has created some physical pain in your body. It might be tight, it might be dull, achy, it might just be uncomfortable. As you're scanning your body, starting from the crown of your head, working your way down, observe for any places where you can bring your breath as you're moving through practice today. And at each point where you do feel that the energy does feel like there is some opportunity for you to create some more movement, take your breath and move it to that space now. Use your breath and focus on that place in order to create the energy, to alleviate some of the energy, and to create some more momentum. And if you're scanning and you notice any places that feel good, take a moment and celebrate those as well. Again, what you focus on brings more into your world. So if you're focusing on the joy, the easy, the flow, that's what's going to call more of it into your practice. Welcome the feelings that are open and receptive. Keeping your shoulders down and relaxed out of your ears. Maybe a slight wiggle of your toes again, just to notice that you are in this present moment. And then with that, we're going to go ahead and now connect to your breath. First off, you're going to release any stale, stagnant energy from your belly. And then once you are empty, your lips are going to come to seal. And you're going to take a slow inhale in through your nose. Expand your belly out wide. Fill up your chest like a balloon. Pause once you reach the top. And then open your mouth side out, let it go. Again, at that bottom of that breath, once you are empty, you take another slow deep inhale in. This time a little bigger, a little more juicy. Feel that cool air coming in through your nostrils. Maybe this time you fill up all the way to the crown of your head and you pause. Suspend your breath at the top. And then once you are ready, you're going to go ahead and open your mouth side out, let it go. On the exhale, Relax your shoulders, let everything drop. And then for the third and final of this round, once you are empty, go ahead and inhale again in through your nose. This is the biggest breath you've taken all day. Make it intentional, make it full. Feel that fresh oxygen going into your muscles and your cells. Once again, you pause once you reach the top. And you might think that you're full, but there's room for just a little bit more. Extra little sip of air in through your nose. And then open your mouth side out, let it go. Beautiful. Now that you're connected to your physical body, you're connected to your breath, go ahead and activate what we call our Ujjayi breath, the breath of flowing in and out of your nose at a natural pace, whatever feels best to you. Notice if your breath is short and choppy, like you're breathing up into your chest. Or maybe you can move it down into your belly, especially as you're moving through the poses, to help move the energy along, give you more fuller breaths, more smooth breaths. Nice. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and bring your hands to heart center, thumbs pressing into your sternum, your heart opening up wide, standing up nice and tall. And I invite you to connect with an intention for your practice today. What brought you to your mat? In this moment of silence that I will give you, let anything that comes to your mind to come to surface. Let your unconscious reveal something to you. It could be a short word, one word or a short phrase. And if no intention is coming to mind, I welcome you to connect with the intention of love. Not love that you give, not love that you receive, but just love. The open, unconditional love that is directly received, that is directly available to you, coming in from source, from a power greater than you. Whatever that label is that you put on that, know that it is your connection to that infinite love that is always available. And that's what you connect with today. As we open our hearts, let's seal that in with a breath. Inhale in through your nose. And then open your mouth side out, let it go. Nice. If your eyes were closed, gently allow those to flutter open. Bring some movement in and around your arms. Just give your hands and arms a little bit of a wiggle. Just kind of let things go. Don't really pay attention to what you look like. It's more about what you feel in your body. Where is it that you can get the energy in motion? Maybe it's shaking your legs. Maybe it's shaking your arms. Just kind of move the energy, because once it is in momentum, the energy then flows. It's easier for us to be able to bring our breath to those places. So with that, once you are all set, you're going to go ahead and reground into your feet and just bring some movement in and around your shoulders, up and around, circling. Noticing how the shoulders feel, relaxing your neck, your forehead, and your jaw. Excellent. And then moving in the opposite direction. Maybe you get a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. Really just allow the energy to move, start flowing in your body, using your breath. And then go ahead and just shake it out, reground into your feet, hips width distance apart, soften through your knees, engage your lower bellies. We're going to inhale our arms up for Tadasana, reach long through your side bodies. Exhale down. We do it again. You inhale up. Maybe this time your gaze goes towards your fingers as you look up. And then you exhale up. Third and final of this round, you're going to inhale, make it the longest, the biggest stretch up. Feel the space between your ribs expanding and releasing. Let it go. Good. This time on the inhale up, you're going to bring your palms to face each other. Your right hand is going to grab onto your left wrist. Biceps come back by your ears, and you keep your heart open. Engage your lower abs. As you take a breath in, you get long. On the exhale, go ahead and lean over to your right hand side. From your heel through to your fingertip, side body stretch. Tuning into the places on your left side body that feels still tight. where you can send your breath. Stay for the full breath in. And out. Beautiful, come back through center, reach right, reach left, release your arms and shake it out. We reset and we do the other side. This time you're gonna inhale your arms up. Again, bring your palms to face each other. Your left hand's gonna grab onto your right wrist, bring your biceps back. Go ahead and inhale again to get long. Exhale, lean over to your left hand side. Again, this is on your right side body. Where can you send your breath to the places that are tight? Keep a length on your left side body and your hips are square to the front of your mat. Keeping your heart open. Really engage through your fingers all the way up down to your toes. Take a breath in. And out. Maybe we'll full reach right, reach left, and release and let it go. Now that we're open, our chest is open, our shoulders, we're gonna go ahead and interlace our fingers, further opening up our chest, bringing our knuckles down towards your mat. Again, engage your lower abs by tucking your tail. So if you're bringing your hips up towards your ribs. And from here, you're gonna squeeze your palms together and your shoulders as if you have a $100 bill in between your shoulder blades. Your heart space is open, maybe even a soft smile on your face. Take an inhale. And exhale. One more just like that, you breathe in. And on the exhale, first forward fold, keeping that bend into your knees, go ahead and allow your upper body to fall over top of your thighs. Let your head hang. Let your neck be long. Take a moment just to feel what it feels like being in this first forward fold of the day. Noticing your back body starting to open. Remember, one breath at a time. We're creating space from within. If you want a shoulder opener, upper back, you can choose to bring your knuckles up towards the ceiling. Still remaining in that forward fold, softening through your face and your jaw. And as always, if the bind is too much, you don't have to do it at any point. You always can let it go. This is your practice. Tune into what is best for you in this moment. And then if you still have a bind, allow your arms to release and just hang in the center again for a moment. And check in with what you need. Is it stillness or movement that feels best for you right now? And again, you have the option to connect to that. You can stay in ragdoll, opposite elbows, again, just hanging. You can transfer your weight side to side. Continuing with your breath flowing in and out of your nose. Really beginning to notice your side body, in your hips, your outer thighs, definitely in your hamstrings and your calves. And then we're all going to meet in the center. If you have a bind, let your hands go. Halfway lift, you're going to inhale, straight spine from the crown to your tail. Forward fold, you exhale. You do that again. Halfway lift, you breathe in. Forward fold, you exhale. And this time you're going to come to stand slow and steady, one vertebrae at a time. Let your head be last. And then once you've reached the top, you're going to take a moment. Let your head stack over top of your spine. Maybe you close down your eyes for a moment and notice how you feel. What's already begun to shift for you? You may have walked in with some feeling of chaos. Maybe you were a little bit on edge. Maybe you just were not feeling centered and balanced. There's just a sense of ease to your practice right now, to feeling inside. Nice. If your eyes are closed or open, go ahead and if your eyes are closed, gently open them. Bring your hands behind your back, press your knuckles down towards the mat. Again, second round here, opening up your chest. Again, your heart is shining open as if you have a beam. You remember the Care Bears, like you're shining that beam straight out into your aura, into your frequency. Squeezing again your shoulder blades together to further open up your chest and your back. Maybe your gaze is central and neutral and forward, and you can slowly take it up towards the ceiling. You're gonna have to engage your lower abs to support your back. And once you reach the top, just pause there for a moment. Notice how your body is activated. Slowly bring your gaze back down to neutral. Take a breath in and out. Again, you breathe in. And on the exhale, go ahead and forward fold, second round. This time you may feel a little bit more length in your back body, in your hamstrings and your calves, up into your lower back. Can you bring your belly closer to your thighs as you relax your head and your shoulders? The spine might feel different again with the awkward grip. You may want to try to open up your chest, upper back, and shoulders. Tune in to what you need this round. Again, now that one breath at a time, you've shifted some energy. It may feel different this round. And welcome it, welcome the expansion, welcome the movement from within. And then wherever you're at, we'll allow everything to hang. Take a moment to, again, check in with yourself, stillness, movement, whatever that looks like. You can choose to pedal into one leg and then the other. And noticing how that changes. Maybe you transfer your weight between your heels and your ball mounds. There's really no right or wrong. It's what feels best to you. Swaying side to side again is always an option. Nice. And then find your way back to the center. Release the bind if you have one. Halfway lift, you inhale. Forward fold, you exhale. One more just like that. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. And this time you come to stand for Tadasana. Make it slow, but reach up above through your fingertips. Your palms may come to touch, then to heart center and mountain pose. Breathe in and out. All right, we're gonna put that all together. One breath per movement. If you want the balance challenge, it is there for you. You can bring your toes and heels to touch. Zip up your inner thighs as if you have one leg. Go ahead and keep that heavy bend into your knees. Arms start in mountain pose with your palms facing forward. Your chest is open. And again, we turn up the corners of our lips as we do our half sun salutations. One breath per movement. Inhale to reach up for Tadasana. We're gonna add in a cactus. Exhale, release for cactus. Breathe in, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, you inhale. Forward fold, exhale. You rise for Tadasana. Reach up big and tall. Palms to heart center. And mountain pose. Breathe in. And out. Round two, this time you're gonna lengthen your breath in and out just a little bit. Here you go, Tadasana, you inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Root to rise, stand up for Tadasana, reach up big through your fingertips. Maybe you take a back bend, palms to heart center, mountain pose. Inhale. And exhale. Third and final of this round, you can choose to dedicate to yourself or to someone else. There we go, Tadasana, you inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Rise up for Tadasana, biggest stretch up you've taken all week. Back bend if it feels good. Hands to heart center. And mountain pose. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna shake it out. We're gonna move into some balance. So for balancing, we're gonna do tree pose today. So I'm gonna have you all start on your left foot, grounded into your four corners of your foot. Wiggle out your toes, soft bend into your knee and activate all the muscles in the supporting leg, including your glute muscle. Find a point that isn't moving. Decide where your hands are going for the moment, and then go ahead and inhale your toes off the mat and exhale back down. With your breath at your own pace, you are finding your center. You are imagining that from the outside of your aura, everything is coming towards your midline in alignment with your chakra system. Your energy centers from the top of your head, which is your crown, down to the tailbone of your spine, which is your root. And then once you found that you have a stable and a sensible sense of balance, you can go ahead and just hold your leg in one-legged Tadasana. Embrace the shape. Notice if your toes are starting to grip the mat. And then you can go ahead and shake it out. Now we're going to move into tree. So for tree, you're going to reground into that left foot. You're going to bring your heel and rest it against your ankle with an external rotation of your right knee. Hip points are square to the front of your mat. Your shoulders are back and your body is stacked. From here, I'm going to bring my hands to heart center just for my own stability. And whenever you're ready in tree. Everything from here is a progression. You can bring the arch of your foot towards your calf, noticing how the change in the pose starts to affect your stability. Ground roots into the earth. Maybe you reach your arms up and grow your arms like branches, reaching up big and wide. Notice if your hips start to move to the right, bring them back to the left. Keeping your focus, noticing if you've lost your breath, come back to that intentional breathing in and out of your nose. And then once you feel complete, you're going to come back down to center and shake it out. And then we're going to do the other side. So you're going to ground into your right. Again, we don't have uniform sides. I think of them as sisters, not twins. They're similar, but they're not identical. So go ahead or they can be very, very different. Some sisters are not alike whatsoever. So go ahead. I don't have a sister, I have a brother, but same. Go ahead and ground into your right foot. Heavy bend into your knee. Standing up again, nice and tall, noticing your breath, finding the point, bringing your toes off the mat, and then back down. Slowly with your own breath. Again, you're finding your center of balance, which is just a union of the energies between your masculine and your feminine, your light and your dark. Each one of our energy centers is moving and we're just trying to bring them back into alignment. And then once you feel like you have a good sense, maybe you stay in one-legged Tadasana for a couple moments. From there, go ahead and shake out both of your legs, reground into your right foot. We're going to do tree. Ground your toes, externally rotate your knee. Place your heel against your ankle, stand up nice and tall. Again, hands can come to heart center, keeping your heart center open. And see what works on this side. It might be different. Like I said, maybe you play with your arms first this time and extend your branches. Get up big and wide. That mature, stable, grounded tree. And then you can take your toes off the mat, bring your arch to the calf. Maybe you straighten through your supporting leg, getting a little bit taller, a little bit longer. Maybe your hands come to touch in center. Really embrace this shape. Notice that that is your strength. You are getting stronger by the breath. by connecting to you, your true essence, who you are as a person, tuning it inwards. Beautiful. Relax your toes, heavy through the arch. Energy back to center. Amazing. All right, from here, we're gonna go ahead and find our way down onto your mat. Once you found your way down, you're going to allow your spine to be relaxed. Your feet can be grounded onto your mat or they can be out long, whatever feels best to you. Arms are resting gently by your side. Maybe again, you close down your eyes for a moment and just notice how you feel. What shifts have you created within your energy so that it's flowing, it's moving? You're finding that flow, that ease, the peace and the calm. Let's go ahead and take one clearing breath. Inhale in through your nose. And then open your mouth, let something go. The bottom of that breath, your lips come back together. Continue breathing in and out of your nose. And I'd like for you just to bring your feet to the edges of your mat, out wide, and bring some movement in your knees, side to side, windshield wipering, opening up the hips, noticing an internal and external rotation, pausing at any place where it feels kind of sticky, where the energy isn't flowing, and just bring your breath to that area, tuning into what your body needs right now. What I'd like you to do is again, find some stillness, bringing your feet back, hips width distance apart. We're going to do two bridge pose. So I want your heels to come close to your glutes, as if you can graze the back of your heels with your fingertips, and then just rest your arms out by your side. Make sure that your spine is long. And if you just want to lift your head, maybe even a centimeter, and then drop it back down, creating some length in your spine, and then tuck your chin. Nice. From here, what you're going to do is activate all the muscles in your legs, wiggle out your toes, because you're going to be heavy through your heels on the lift, on the inhale, on the exhale. So we're going to take another clearing breath, breathe in. Open your mouth, let something go. Inhale. And on the exhale, go ahead and press into your heels, lifting your hips up towards the ceiling, bringing your chest closer to your chin as you activate the muscles in your legs. Notice if your knees are starting to bow outwards, bring them closer together energetically, as if they are pulling into your midline. Knees are parallel, arms are holding you and supporting you by your side, and you are breathing. And on your next exhale breath, slowly bring yourself back down to your mat, slow and steady. Your knees come to touch. Go ahead and press your hands on your thighs as you release and press your lower back into your mat. And then take whatever organic movement feels best to you. It might be windshield wiper of your knees. It might be bringing your knees into your chest. Kind of just play around with it, release the energy. Just for a couple breaths. And then you're going to bring your way back in to the foundation for your bridge pose. Reset your feet, your hips, your spine. Get everything in position. Clearing breath, you inhale. Open your mouth, let something go. You inhale. And on the exhale, press into your heels, round two. This time you might want to take a shoulder opener. What that looks like is you're just going to slowly bring your hands underneath the small of your back. You're going to have to lift your hips up a little bit higher so that they fit. You can interlace your fingers and create the bind the same as we do standing. This again just opens up your shoulders a little bit more, creates more of an opening in your chest.
Keeping your chin in towards your chest. Notice the shape in your legs. Go ahead and release the bind if you have that. And slowly you're gonna bring yourself back down to your mat. Reminder to release your lower back first by pressing hands into thighs, lower back into your mat, and then go ahead and just move, bring things in and around, playing around with the energy and observing your body, noticing how it feels different than when you first started the practice. Nice. From here, you're going to keep hold of your right knee and your left leg is going to go out long. Create some space in the front of that left hip. Bring your right knee in side to side. Maybe you hold on to your knee. Maybe you start to take some circles up and around. Just noticing the movement of your femur bone inside your hip socket. And then find some stillness by bringing your right knee towards your armpit. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to spinal twist over to your left-hand side. Your right shoulder is going to stay grounded. Arm might go out long. Your gaze is going to follow your right hand. And send your breath to the places in your right side body. Might be lower back, it might be your outer hip, in between your ribs. Just pause there for a moment and then twist and see if you can move some of the energy. Get some of that stuck energy back in the flow. Take a breath in. And out. We'll come back to center. You're going to reset by again bringing both knees into your chest. Massage your sacrum into your mat. And then we're going to move to the other side, holding on to your left knee. Right leg is going to go out long, opening again the front of your hip. Just pause to the side here. And notice if it's something different that you need over here. The side might feel stickier. It might just want some stillness. You want movement again, noticing the femur bone inside your pelvis, how it's moving. I think of it kind of like a spoon scooping the inside of a bowl. Kind of that same type of a concept. Just moving it in and around. Continue with your breath in and out of your nose. You're finding stillness. Left knee comes towards your armpit. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, you twist over to the right-hand side, left shoulder grounded, arm out long. Feel the twist on this side. You may not be able to twist as deep, that's okay. It has nothing to do with what the pose looks like. It's what does it feel like in your body. Hold breath in. And out. Nice, you're gonna make your way back to the center. Bring again both knees into your chest. We're gonna finish off with one of my favorite poses. It is Happy Baby. Go ahead and bring your knees out wide. Grab onto the backs of your thighs, maybe your calves, your ankles, or your feet. Your lower back stays grounded on your mat, and so does your head. And as you have hold of your legs, notice if your body starts to rock. If it starts to move and create some momentum. And this is a natural response to our body. And this rock does serve a purpose to ease our nervous system, to create some peace and calm from within. You might choose to start to soften your gaze, relax your eyes. Bring your awareness back inward as we prepare for our final resting pose. starting to slow things down a little bit, including your breath. Find some stillness, bring both knees back into your chest. Go ahead and squeeze yourself in a tight little ball. Maybe your forehead comes towards your knees, creating that tension from within, so that on your next exhale breath, you can allow everything to go along. Take up space. Arms are out by your side, palms facing up to receive, or down to feel a little bit more grounded. Wiggle out the energy throughout your body. Let your feet hang wide, legs are straight. You might even lift your calf a little bit and move it out of your hip just a hair to again create some more space. Fix any clothing that might be bunched up so that your mind doesn't have anything to focus on. If you feel extra fidgety, that's okay. Just wiggle it out as you prepare your body for stillness. Again, your head is resting, your chin is slightly tucked so that you have length in your spine. Relax the tongue in your mouth, eyes in their eye sockets. Gently have your eyelids closed. The muscles in your face, jaw, upper body, lower body are relaxed. Your thoughts are relaxed. And your breath as relaxed. And if at any point in time, your mind begins to wander, you have an option to come to a mantra using your breath. A mantra just means a series of words. You inhale in through your nose, let, and out through your nose, go. That'll help you surrender into your mat, release anything that is no longer serving you, that is ready to be alchemized into the earth that is supporting you right now. And just allow yourselves to be for a few moments in Shavasana. And I will invite you out when we are ready. So just allow yourself to be. Stay in silence just a little bit longer to embrace the stillness. I encourage you to do so. Pause right now and just rest. And if you're ready to become more awake, you can bring some awareness back into your breath. Inhale through your nose. A long exhale out through your mouth. Find some gentle movements back into your physical body. Bringing some movement into your feet and your toes, your hands and your fingers. And again, there's absolutely no rush. Take your time getting there. Find your way either on your right or left side, whatever feels best to you. Embracing this moment of new beginnings.
This fetal position here is a rebirth. As if you were starting something new from this moment forward. It might be as simple as how you speak to yourself, how you show up in the world, how you respond versus react to certain situations that come towards you as you're moving through your day. We always have a choice. Let this moment right here, connected to your breath, connected to each one of your 4 bodies, be the moment of how you want to live, in alignment with who you are being. I invite you to give yourself gratitude for everything that you have and everything that you don't have, knowing that you are whole and perfect just the way you are. You are complete. And then the strength of both of your arms, you're going to press yourself back up into your seat, allowing your spine to be long. Eyes again are closed or a soft gaze. Sitting up nice and tall. Bringing a smile to your face. Hands come back to heart center. Thumbs pressing into your sternum. Open up your heart. We're going to now bring the attention to our intention and send it out into the universe so it comes back to you even more potent. Whether that's love or whatever it is that you have decided. Take an inhale. Open your mouth, let something go. Thumbs to your third eye. It is your internal compass. Trust it is there to guide you. The light and love in me sees the light and love in you. And I wish you the most magical day ahead. Namaste.